gorgeous. I'm the Fairy Voice Mother, and today we're going to be looking at ACDC. I have heard of ACDC, but I have never explored anything that they do. So I really don't know anything about them at all, apart from obviously they're very famous and influential. Sorry. If you're new here, I'm not always this annoying. This is Thunderstruck by ACDC, the musical group, at River Plate, December 2009. So I assume they're already getting on a bit by this time as well, because I know that they've been a household name for many, many, many decades. A humongous kiss and also hug to Lava Genie for sponsoring this video. Gonna take off any second. It's the wrong way. That, my fairy friends, is a f***ing rock star. Like, oh my god, I'm obsessed with this whole thing. Look at this shit, my god. I know they've barely started, but you can already hear such a unique raspy vocal quality, very high frequencies in that distorted sound, which are super unique and is going to contrast beautifully with any kind of bassiness that goes on. So that's cool. I was caught in the middle of a railroad track. Oh my gosh. Got around and I knew there was no turning back. My mind raced and I thought, what could I do? Then I knew there was no help from you. Sound of the drums beating in my heart. Oh, I'm loving the way this is feeling. Like the thunder of guns, yeah. Tore me apart. Two occasions there where the toms joined the kick drum, but he said thunder of guns. That's very cool. The thunder of guns, yeah. Was rather gunny of him. I think it could actually be a deep snare, which is basically a snare tuned down so it's all slack so it sounds lower, but I don't know. So if you are a drummer, or if you know, even if you're not a drummer, could you please let me know in the comments, because I'm really curious. Thank you, love you, bye. Too big. From the limit, we hit the top. And we went through to Texas, yeah, Texas, and we had some fun. And we met some girls, some dancers that gave a good time. Oh, I bet they did. And we broke all the rules, learned all the fools. Yeah, yeah, they blew our minds. This is the coolest thing ever, first of all. Second of all, I would like to remind everyone to challenge any misconceptions they might have about age. I think many of us who have always wanted to do something music related as a job were taught that once you go past a certain age, you've had it or you've passed it, to the point where people feel old at 30 because that's it. They're a decrepit, soon-to-be corpse, and no one could ever possibly think that the music that they make is appealing to their ears because it comes from a dusty old person. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I know that in this case, this is sort of like a legacy performance and they made it much younger. Fine, whatever, true. But look at these individuals putting on an absolutely mind-blowing, literally earth-shaking spectacular. Very likely north of 30. I love to see that. This man's voice sounds like it's seen things. It's been through some tumultuous experiences. The reason that I'm saying that is because his voice never connects. So when I say connect, I mean like this sort of sound. Now, usually when singers sing with distortion, unless it's like a fry scream, you would get some kind of proper, clean, closed note underneath. But you really can't hear like a clean, truefold and then like a wow sort of grittiness over the top. It's like the whole thing is just prickly. But it's not all bad news, because this sounds cool as f***, and he's not straining here. He's still got the ability to control the pitch immaculately. The pitch is really, really, really perfect, and it's full of character. It's a beautifully composed song, orchestrated very well, from a very captivating intro, 30-second notes, playing a major chord and then its minor equivalent. He then evolves that melody into the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it kind of travels down. Everything starts to get gradually more interesting. All the while, throughout the B major chord, the B minor chord, and then the evolution of that melody. It then sort of morphs into this effervescent excitement as we wait to see what instrument is coming in next, because it's quite sparse and it's just that continuous like rhythm with nothing too fancy going on apart from his absolutely insanely gorgeous raspy twinkly voice.
I was caught in the middle of a railroad track.
We really notice when a new thing gets introduced, like the gunny drums.
Yeah.
When he says, "Sound of the drums," we actually get more electric guitar.
Sound of the drums. Beating in my
Which creates an extra layer of harshness to, I guess, complement the drums and give it that, you know. This is such a well-composed song that they've managed to hype up a section so massive that really not that much changes.
too big. Thunderstruck.
There is a very basic drum fill.
Thunderstruck.
All I can really hear that's extra is like snares in the drums and then some like lead guitar like
Sound of the drums.
everyone lost their at that section. And it was super cool, but not because of any specific reason apart from there was some snares and a little drum fill and a ba-da on the word Thunderstruck. That was a tattoo of one of them, I think. That's commitment. The devil horns must be an ACDC emblem. Despite the references to like Texas and everything, my English detector is going off. They seem they've got an English energy about them. We met some girls! Some gals.
We met some girls.
Oh, I bet you bloody well did, Treacle. Oh. It's so bloody cool.
We were shaking at the knees. Could we come again, please? Yeah, them ladies were too kind. Too big. Thunderstruck.
Bloody genius.
Thunderstruck. Come on.
Oh, this is so cool.
Thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. Come on.
The first time, everyone knew it was coming and they were like, yay, here it is. It came. But this time, they're teasing it even more by having that little moment of silence.
Too big. Thunderstruck.
the anticipation. It's just like, have you ever done that tickly thing on babies or kittens where you like tickle their belly and then you pause and then they wait for it? And then you do it again. And then the longer you make them wait, they're like, more dead. So that when you tickle their belly, eventually they're like, oh my God! How wild a sensation. That's it. Absolutely fabulous. Oh my God, I absolutely love this. Just a pure good time. It was really cool how they prepared us for that longer silence with these sort of blues style stabs. We were shaking at the knees. It's the same sort of idea as a...
On the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round.
Rock and roll obviously emerged from blues, so that makes sense, and that's really cool to see that little crossover there. You can really see how blues was the godfather. And that little glint in his eye just as he was about to do the Thunderstruck. You've been Thunderstruck! It's twinkled a little bit there. So this lightsaber-looking motherfucker is basically a guitar for people that don't play the guitar. I've been trying on and off since I was 12, but it doesn't know. And so I just resigned myself to a life of guitarlessness. This shape is not something I ever thought I would resume. I can almost feel the calluses developing before I've even touched the strings. If you yourself happen to be anti-talented at guitar and you want a fun, fabulous musical lightsaber to accompany you while you sing, or if you just want to make some music, get better at rhythm and get your ears better and everything, then I can't really think of anything better than this, honestly. Oh, that's it. Can play guitar super well, I bet you can't add a drum loop. For the day. One of the most fun things about the Lava Genie is this sing-along feature where they have a list of popular songs that you can choose, and then it tells you what colour or chord to play, and as soon as you play it, the app kind of hears you and you can't really put a foot wrong. What if the songs are too low or high for you and you want to change the key? You just bloody go and change the key like it's nothing, and it's the exact same position on the Lava Genie. You can sing it in any key you want. Why she had to go, I don't know, she wouldn't say. Wonderfully enough, you can completely customize everything. You can make it really simple for yourself and just have 7 chords. Or we can actually, if we're very nimble-fingered, have access to 21 chords at a time. And there's not many songs that I can think of that have more than 21 chords. You can switch out any one of these. If I'm feeling particularly partial to a G flat minor 7 flat 5 there. Oh, I was. You can actually do really cool, complex, jazzy with this as well. So if you're a songwriter that doesn't really consider themselves an instrumentalist and you don't feel very confident expressing yourself on piano and guitar to get all of the nice chords that you like, or if your main instrument is the flute, like me, which unfortunately I haven't figured out how to sing and play that at the same time yet, you can use this to have access to all of the chords that you could possibly imagine. To have this as a tool while you're writing is really, really exciting. Thank you again, Lava Genie, for flinging open doors of creativity for people like me. Back to me in the studio.
Thunderstruck! Thunderstruck! Come on!
God, it's wild. The drummer is just minding his own business.
Woo! Can we come again, please?
That is so iconic. I'm sorry, I don't know why that affected me so much, but looking at his little milk bottle legs do that hop across the stage. I was expecting. I'm sorry, we have to watch that again. Sorry. Oh my God, it was like adorable. It was like super cool, adorable, and kind of a bit sexy. I don't know why.
Can we come again, please?
He's got like school shoes on. Oh my God! Why is that so fabulous? There he goes! Ah, doing that same grip. Oh, that was so. Oh, I love the hair. Nice. Nice bridge. So simple, but it works so well. Yeah, it's all right. Baby, we're doing fine. I suppose it's kind of a positive message because they were saying things like, please, I'm shaking at the knees, can I come again? Which could definitely have the meaning that I won't explain. And then he sort of decides at this bridgy moment that, you know what, it's fine. We're all right, don't worry about it. I'm fine, we're all doing all right. And let's continue with our day and calm down. The craftsmanship of each part and how they weave in together is so well done. The lead guitarist is super duper solid. In terms of them all as a band together though, like they are not completely locked in all the time. There are some rhythm discrepancies and a few little skew-whiff moments in there. Regardless, all of the parts are fabulously bold and iconic. It's got all the ingredients to be a legendary iconic song, and it obviously is. So that's lovely. There he goes! Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh. Oh, yeah. So that just took me back a bit there because that sounded really low. By Jove, his range is nuts. He was hitting insanely high notes, like going for it, which is also what made me think perhaps his voice is slightly damaged because there's no way that you could hit the notes that he was hitting as strong as he was hitting them, unless there was something preventing his vocal folds from closing. You know the way that if you were to do a tone like this, woo, mode 2 falsetto, you would be able to hit a much higher note than if you were to close your vocal folds and do it strong like this. Woo, in mode 1 with all that weight. The reason that we can hit much higher notes when we go woo is because our vocal folds are stretched. Well, it took me a while to find that word. Elongated, and there is air rushing between them, meaning that the load is a lot lighter. When we get them to oscillate, there is that little trickle of air through them, so they never really need to fully close completely, meaning that pressure buildup never gets too much. But when those vocal folds are thick, they have a higher mass, and we make them close completely, like, whoa! We can't go as high. Now, if his vocal folds are not able to close completely because of some kind of issue with them, he's just going full pelt, going and going and going. And he's like, I don't know, it feels fine because he's not got that huge amount of pressure underneath his vocal folds. It just whizzes through and creates a beautiful, delicate, glittering rasp. So that's cool. I am by no means advocating vocal abuse of any kind, but I am definitely advocating making the best with what you have, accepting your voice in all its unique, glorious wonder, and accept that you might be able to do exceptional things, whatever circumstance you're in. Now, just before you leave me this day, I would like to read out today's oracle card, which is the Vole of Vulnerability, telling you your power is in your vulnerability. Soften your view of the world and open yourself up to new love, new possibilities, new experiences. Vulnerability is a truly magical space to be in. Build trust in yourself, and before you know it, you will have the wisdom to know when it's the right time to unlock your energy. Thank you so much for joining me today on this electrifying musical adventure. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If there are any singers, bands, music of any kind that you'd like to see me react to and analyse here on the channel, just like I did with this today, please do let me know down below in the comments or over on Patreon. I am so excited to see what you've got for me. If you're here at the premiere, a giant premiere hug for you. Thank you for coming. And if you're here at any other time, a huge hug for you. Thank you for being here. I love you bunches, and I cannot wait to see you again next time. Bye! Yeah, I've recently learned, when I say recently, it was like last year, that thunder and lightning is the same thing. I know that the reason that you see the light first and then you hear the thunder after is because light travels faster than sound, or whatever. And so I always kind of knew that they were the same thing. I just assumed they had their own sort of personalities. And it was only since I asked a Portuguese person how you say thunder and lightning in Portuguese, and they replied with one word. And I was like, well, what about thunder and lightning? Like, well, it's the same thing. I was like, me, it is. So Thunderstruck would be the same as being struck by lightning, but in this context, they're referring to the audible manifestation of the thunder/lightning as opposed to the visual one. When I tell you I know very little about anything else that isn't music, it's true. It's true. Hang on a minute, there are fireworks in this crowd? That is not very safe, I think. That was boring, sorry. Strut your stuff on a very massive stage, all lit up like you could land a Boeing 737 on it.